Welcome back to the farm, everyone. It's been an incredible journey in the garden over the last 2 months, and I kind of want to put this video together to end up taking all of our shorts and creating a giant compilation of it, so that way we can kind of talk about it and then always refer back to it for future reference as well. Now, we ended up starting this year off by basically creating a whole bunch of seedlings and putting it all together in these plastic containers that were actually really well made. They ended up having a place to store water underneath it. Now, we did run into some small problems with them. They weren't getting enough water because we had no idea what we're doing. If you're new to the channel, we basically created this garden from scratch with no prior experience. We have this lot of land that we basically cleared off. And then from there, we ended up creating a garden on top of that. The seedlings were the first step of this process, and we completely bombed it. It was a terrible experience in terms of us being able to create plants. We did get some green growth, but we found out in the long term that they just were not getting enough water to end up making them salvageable. Now, while clearing out the land, we actually ran across a lot of different wildlife. We ended up finding a couple birds' nests, some giant anthills. There's a lot of deer that were resting in this area, so there's a lot of deer droppings, things like that. You'll see that we planted some lavender, some rosemary, that kind of stuff to help kind of prevent those that wildlife from coming into the garden here in just a little bit. But yeah, all these seedlings that you're seeing in these videos here, sadly, they didn't make it. We actually were not able to use a single plant from these. It was quite an experience of learning. Now, here's the lot of land. You can see in this video a lot of the progress that was made. It was previously all giant trees, shrubs, briars, bushes, everything I could think of. We ended up doing cardboard instead of tilling the ground just because of the fact, one, we just moved, so we had a ton of cardboard to end up utilizing. And then two, we didn't have to worry about spending $1,000 on a rear tiller to end up taking care of the land. We did do mulch, or not mulch, but wood chippings in the middle there to create some small walkways. And this is how we started. We just had 3 simple rows. We actually ended up adding a giant row for strawberries. You'll end up seeing the strawberries later. You'll see that we do have some green things planted. So that 3rd row that you're seeing on the right side was basically all plants that we bought from a local gardener. And then we ended up planting our own seeds for corn and watermelon in the 1st row. Here you can see the corn slowly coming up. And it's just slowly getting better and better. The corn has actually exceeded my expectations. I was expecting nothing to come up, and then we get all of these lovely rows coming up, which actually turned out really nice. Here we can end up seeing some bell peppers, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. All of that is located right in this little area here. This is our watermelon section. So they took the longest to end up sprouting, but we do have them finally coming up out of the ground. Here you can see them on their glory. They're doing extremely well. I am concerned about how close they are together, though. Now, we did add 2 additional rows that we planted okra and carrots, and we will be basically adding additional rows in this cleared out section here, but this is the whole garden as it is right now. Thanks, guys.